All right, Lotus Eaters podcast, let's go.
Let's take a look at the most unbiased and objective source that we could find.
All right, starts out mocking sources of information for being biased and subjective. Hold yourself to the same standard, kid. Let's go.
Well, it says the monarchy relies on fiction.
That's weird, isn't it? Because this article is anti-monarchy, and he starts out here in a monarchist voice. Oh, the monarchy. That's not how somebody who hates the monarchy would speak. That's how the monarchy themselves speak.
The monarchy relies on fiction. It is a constructed reality in which grown-up people are asked to collude in the notion that a human is more than a human.
So the idea of the divine right of kings is that before birth, God chooses this person's going to be the king, kind of how the worker bees choose the next bee is going to be a queen. In making this choice, he takes control metaphysically of the soul of the person who will be king. And so they kind of are God in an active and not passive way. And in England, this is what the English Civil War was about, whether divine right of kings is a real thing or not.
That he or she contains something approaching the ineffable essence of Britishness.
Ineffable meaning like indescribable, or there's no words that can be put to it. So let's see what his response is to the charge that this is ineffable.
That's just called the monarchy.
Oh, he has no words except to say, that's just called the monarchy. He admits that it's ineffable.
That is something that we have had for 1,000 years.
So far, the sum total of his argument is that it's called the monarchy, and we've had it a long time. Let's try slavery in here. So the article says, slavery relies on fiction. This is a constructed reality in which grown-up people are asked to collude in the notion that some humans are less than human. And his response to that is, that's just called slavery. That's something we've had for thousands of years.
It's also related to hierarchy. So this is all true. This is nothing that... If you asked general man on the street...
Yo, it's also related to hierarchy, so this is all true. It's nothing that... Skip point.
It's also related to hierarchy.
Hand wave. He literally waves his hands. He saw a video of Jordan Peterson talking about how hierarchy is natural and whatever, and lobsters and all this. He thinks he knows what it means, but really he doesn't, which he demonstrates by his inability to express what it means.
So this is all true. This is nothing that... If you asked...
If we asked what, mate? Let's find out what he thinks we should ask.
If you asked Baz on the street...
Alright, Baz on the street. Got a question for you, mate. You ready?
If the king is more than just a normal person...
Is the king more than just a normal person, Baz on the street?
He would probably go, well, yeah, he's the king.
Well, yeah, he's the king.
Guardian cannot take it.
Go back to what it says in the article.
The notion that a human is more than a human.
That a what?
A human.
That a what?
A human.
A human.
A human is more than a human.
A human is more than a human.
If you ask Baz on the street...
Alright, Baz on the street, got a question for you, mate.
If the king is more than just a normal person.
No. Is the king more than a human? So a human is a homo sapien. A person might not be a human. There are non-human persons. In the United States, for example, corporations are recognized as persons in the law. Being a person and being a human are distinct concepts. And then on top of person...
Normal.
Well, no, he's not a normal person, is he? He's well away from the fucking norm of being a normal person. Normal persons... Like, do their own shopping and shit. Now, if you ask Baz on the street, you'd either get, hey, Baz on the street, is the king a human? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, the king's a human. Yeah, he's a proper human like the rest of us and that. Or you'd be like, hey, Baz on the street, is the king a human? He'd be like, no, he's one of them lizards, isn't he? He's one of them alien lizard shapeshifter guys and that. That's who he is, yeah. But, you know, that's just called the monarchy. Been around a long time. Hierarchy. Jordan Peterson said it was hierarchy.